Hi there. Welcome to the 30 on another Thursday. I think it's Thursday evening. This is your host, Patrick, and I am glad to be with you on another beautiful day. I hope you are well. I want to thank you for joining us again. If this is your first time, thank you. Thank you for being in with us. This is the 30. This is where we basically have a chat with you in terms of what is going on. We talk about business, we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about things that's happening in the community. And for this one, we are going to continue with a sneak peek into man-to-man, the candid conversation. So I invite you to join today. Make sure that you tag someone, make sure that you share this. And also make sure that if you have any questions whatsoever, any comments, you drop it in a comments field. We are streaming live on Facebook. We're also streaming on YouTube live. I have some great brothers here with me. And it's all about this back here, Man to Man, the Candid Conversation Conference. And that is coming up on August 8th. So we're literally, I think, 9 days away. And it's exciting. We are preparing. We're getting ready, guys. If you have not registered, you want to make sure that you go to this address right here, thecandidconversations.com/register. And to make sure that you register. Time is running out. This is going to be a great event. I'm going to bring, I have my special guests with me. I have Garrett all the way from Hawaii. I also have Scotty Wall and Daniel Sweeney right here from Rochester. So I'm going to bring them in and we're going to just have a conversation today with these guys. They are all registered and they are ready to go for Man-to-Man, the Candid Conversation Conference. So thank you again for joining us. This is the 30. And Garrett, how are you? Aloha.
Aloha. I'm doing great.
Good. Daniel, hello to you. Greetings.
Hello.
And Scotty, hello to you.
Hello to you.
All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. So talking about Man-to-Man, the Candid Conversation Conference, of course, we want to make sure that we give everyone a sneak peek. I can't give them everything, but we want to make sure that we have a conversation about who you are and why you signed up and what do you expect and what do you want to take away from the conference. Garrett, since you are miles and miles away, it is now what time? 1:30 there?
It's 1:33 yet.
1:33 in the PM. So tell us about Garrett. Give us a brief introduction about Garrett, who you are, what you do, family life. So just talk about you, Garrett.
All right. Again, I'm Garrett from Hawaii. I born and raised on Oahu here. I'm married with two boys. My oldest is 25. He's a physical therapist out in the islands. My youngest is 21, I believe. He is playing golf at the University of Hawaii at Hilo. So he's on another island at the college there, but he's on the golf team. I am the general manager of Jensen Precast here on Oahu. We build concrete products for all different types of utilities. So we're quite busy at this point. COVID-19 obviously has put a crinkle in things, but again, it's just makes it more challenging.
Awesome. Well, tell Jensen quickly they're going to have to send us some bucks for that mention. Okay, just kidding.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, Garrett. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go with Scotty.
Good evening. My name is Scotty Wall, and I'm in Rochester, actually in Chilai, a long way from the islands, from paradise, where Garrett is. And personally, I'm married with a family with 7 children, which is a blended family. Professionally, I've worked in a corporate environment for over the past 25 years as a HR business partner and personnel administrator. And I'm really excited about this man-to-man conference. Patrick, most of the time I've been on the other end preparing to serve other men, and I'm ready to be fed. So right. I'll leave it right there.
Okay, good. Thank you. Daniel, my friend.
Yes, I'm. I grew up on a dairy farm in Parma, New York, and just west of Rochester, and spent a lot of time as construction electrician. Served in the military in the 60s, early 70s. 2000, spent about 22 years at Kodak in electrical maintenance, powerhouse and construction. And in 2000, our division was sold, and I relocated. A family and I relocated to Fort Worth, Texas. And all folks to, we were going through a real challenging time, and with hopes of getting better, And unfortunately, everything kind of went the other way. And so anyways, I returned to New York in 2015, spent about 20 days in a hospital in Texas, and flew back in a wheelchair. And so since then, the Lord's been very good to me, and I'm back working. Actually, I'm working at the census office in Rochester as a office staff clerk, and I've been there since January. And I'm just looking forward to possibly some inner healing and through the conference, and learning how to love and serve the Lord more, and to love my fellow man. And also, I'm interested in any entrepreneur possibilities.
Okay. So entrepreneurship is your thing. Okay, good. Yeah. This is great. This is a diverse group, and this is what you'll have at Man to Man, the Candid Conversation Conference. Diverse. So we have Hawaii. Last week we had Kevin from Guam. We had Alpha from Barbados. So we have a group of men that are as diverse as the UN. So this is great. So let's talk about the conference itself. I'm going to start with Garrett. How did you hear about the conference, Garrett? Because you are all the way, probably thousands of miles away. So how did you hear about the conference?
Well, I have a good mutual friend with you, Patrick. Miss Dawn here introduced me to. She sent me the link, and I've probably everybody who gets the link might be hesitant to click on it, but I just felt in these days, we all need something to help us along, to keep us on the straight line, keep us going in the right direction. So I just looked at it as a potential to better myself as a man, better myself as a husband, father, believer, businessman, everything. So I really don't have a huge expectation of what's going to happen or what I'm going to learn, but I always feel if I can, come out a little bit better than I came in, it was a positive thing. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Okay, great. Thanks, Garrett. Scotty, what about you? How did you hear about it? Well, I know those of you that are thinking about Man to Man, this is the second annual year that we've had it. And Scotty signed up early. It was supposed to be an in-person conference, more in terms of regional, but because of COVID-19, we had to cancel the in-person one back in April. So I think Scotty has signed up for that one. And then we decided to move it to a virtual event in August. So Scotty, how did you hear, and what do you look to get out of it?
Yeah. I heard. Obviously, we have relationship. We've known each other for a long time, many years, probably almost about 20 years, and through other people we're connected with, shared the information about the conference. And last year, I think when you shared it with me, I would have made it last year, but I was actually out of town at a wedding. And so this is my first one that I'm coming to. And I'm extremely excited. I know because of COVID-19, now it's a virtual conference. And, initially when I thought about that, I said, I kind of asked myself, what will I get out of a virtual conference? And then as I thought about it, what I realized is that it really doesn't matter what the medium is, it's more the content. Mm-hmm. And, I think whether it's virtual or in person, it still translates to an opportunity. And that's really what I started looking at, opportunity to meet other men. You shared that it was going to be international. That really excited me because, get a chance to talk to some men out of my area, especially outside of the United States, to kind of hear what their thoughts are about the United States. A lot has been going on with COVID-19 and some social issues. So I'm curious about how people outside of the country, what they think of us in America and those type of things. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think you have a very diverse group of presenters, and because of COVID-19, it's kind of ushered me into being a new business owner. And I think, Aquino, he's an attorney, and so I got some questions for him. Yeah, definitely. So I'm definitely going to give your presenters a workout. You know me, I have my action list, so I've kind of wrote down all of my questions. So I'm really looking forward to it.
So I got to get them ready for you then, huh?
Yeah, tell them to be ready. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Daniel, how did you hear about the conference?
I think it was on Facebook. I think I stumbled across it on Facebook. And,
wow.
And I just, anytime, just from my past, anytime I feel like I can increase my inner core values, build my individual self up for myself and for the people in my circle, I'm just hungry to do that,
Awesome.
And, yeah.
Awesome. And Daniel's been great because every time we post something on Facebook about a conference, he's always on. He's always either commenting or sharing, or both. So he's always sharing to other men. So thank you, Daniel, for doing that, because that's what it's all about, right? Is that we want to make sure that other men get the same information that you are getting, so that we can start to build a community, have a stronger community of men, fathers, husbands, brothers, friends. So I would welcome any man that is on the fence. Get off the fence. Join us.
Right.
Join us, because you can only improve.
Right.
So Gary, go ahead, Daniel.
I like everybody else, you don't think you need anything until you're really broken, and just people, by the grace of God, if He's just put different ones in my life that just have, helped me to continue to grow, and I just don't want to become the best, that I can be, to also give back to others,
That's good. That's right. Good. What's all about serving others, right? We've been served, and this is, and that's what this conference is built on, is serving others and giving to other men. And the goal of it is, if you haven't heard or seen anything about it, the goal, 3 things: to simply encourage, educate and empower men of all backgrounds, all races, to help enhance, whether it's personal, spiritual, or professionally. Basically, the bottom line is to have a well-rounded man. So that's the goal. Is those three things. So we encourage other men to get on board, register, because this is going to be a dynamic conference. Garrett, what do you hope to take away from the conference?
Well, like I said, I participated in many conferences, but I truly believe that when a group of men get together, like I'm very active in a men's group for the church, and I also belong to a small group with my wife and I. But the men's group, for whatever reasons, when 4 or 5 or more men gather, it's something special. It's something that the conversation is different. There could be even an element of surprise in there that we weren't expecting. And every time I put every time I go into something with a desire to learn one thing or a certain thing, I always come out blessed in another way that I never even considered. And that's what I want from this thing. Is I want to come out with something that blesses everybody, or something I can bless people with, by sharing the information that we learn in this seminar, or this man-to-man conference, or whatever you want to call it. I hope to be able to share that with other men that aren't able to, or were afraid to click on that link and join us. There's a lot of men out there that I work with that I wish they could, or they would join, but I know in time maybe I can urge them towards that. And so I hope to bring away something that I could go back and educate other men, or teach other men, or share with other men the blessings that we're about to have in this conference.
Awesome, Garrett. Thank you so very much. And this conference is for all men, backgrounds, ethnicity. It is open to all men, believer, non-believer. It's all men, because if we can build up a man, we build up a family.
Right.
We build up a community. We build up a country. We build up the world. Right. So that's what it's all about, is making sure that we can help us all, because we all struggle in areas. None of us are perfect. We all struggle. So if we can help each other, and that's part of it too, is the networking aspect of it. Through technology, we can network and understand each other. There'll be opportunity for small breakouts where you can get together, whether in a group of 5 or 6, and share. So it's a great opportunity, and the technology allows us to do that. Scotty, what about you? What do you hope to take away as a result of attending the conference?
Yeah. One, I love the goal of the conference, and I think anytime men come together, that's a great thing. As men, we tend to sometimes isolate ourselves, and regardless of whatever challenges we're facing, we try and kind of tackle it by ourselves. And I love when there's conferences and when men come together and just talk about real life issues, and the message of having a candid conversation. I love being a part of that. I've been in small groups. I've been able to see what comes out of those sessions with small groups, and I've been transformed by some of those things that's come out of those conversations. And so that's one of the things that I'm looking for. I would say probably over the last couple years, I was kind of been in a little transition, and I feel like God has called me to a different assignment. And when He's kind of called you and He's giving you a different assignment, you're kind of out there. And since I've been kind of trying to figure out what that assignment is, I saw the need for some self-care. So this conference is just, the timing is perfect for me, because I've really been focusing on some self-care and self-development. So I'm interested to hear about some of the things your presenters will share, about finances. And I know there's a business aspect. I know there's a spiritual aspect. And I think you're doing a health and wellness part. And
Yep, we're doing health and wellness, and then we're also doing relationships.
Okay. And so all of those things apply, and I think for men, we hardly ever talk about our mental health. So I'm hoping that there's some conversation around mental health and what, men have experienced and how they work through it and all those things. So I'm open for takeaways.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And Daniel, I'm going to come to you just one moment. And Scotty mentioned it. There are 4 tracks, or what we call pillars: business, health and wellness, relationships, and spirituality. Those are the 4 main tracks, or the main pillars. And then off of that are the workshops, or conversations. For instance, for business, you have the basics of investing. All right. So if you're interested in investing, we have Tom that's coming in from he's from Edward Jones, so he's going to talk about the basics of finance of investing. Then we also have an attorney, Aquino, and he's going to talk about what's needed to start your business. And then Dave just had surgery on the shoulder, and I just spoke with him yesterday, and he's excited. He's fired up. And Dave Young, CPA, so he's going to talk about what's needed from your numbers, right? He may even talk about a budget. And then we go on to health and wellness, breaking the stigma of depression. That's an important piece, especially in this time during COVID-19. And then Lisa is going to talk about stress, the man and stress, because we have so much stress in our lives, and we kind of shut down, as you said. Right. And then it affects us not just from our family standpoint, but it also affects us mentally, and everything else. And then in terms of relationships, my good friend Mark Rennie, he's going to be talking about the father-son relationship and how important that is. And then Pastor Dave is going to be talking about the importance of mentors, having a mentor and mentorship. So, and then lastly, we have what I call a dynamite 2, or a dynamic 2, and that's spirituality, right? We have Senior Pastor Bernard from New Life Fellowship. So he's going to talk about how do we, in terms of time of crisis, how do we handle that? And then Dr. Chris House, he's going to be talking about a purpose, living your purpose. So this is going to be, I am so excited, guys. It's going to be awesome, 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 awesome. Daniel, what do you hope to get out of the conference, or your takeaway? When everything is done, what do you hope to take away?
I guess I've been out of high school over 50 years, so I'm up there, but I'm believing for 103. So I figure. Anyways, so I figure I may not have a third of my life yet, but I want to do something. And I had a brother pass away in 2016 who was younger than I, and then a brother just within a year ago passed away. And back in 2015, like I said, I was in the hospital for about 20 days, and they said you should have either been dead or in a coma, And so I after the one brother died, I go, well, Lord, I don't want to waste these days. I don't want to waste these days, and
Mhm.
I really haven't put a whole lot of effort in that. So hopefully this will kickstart me, and I'll really um, you know do what I'm supposed to be doing for the days that I'm stuck in there. You know,
Mhm.
And so I feel it's important because he said that he predestined us for good works before the creation of the world,
Mhm.
right? And so I don't want to meet him at the pearly gates, realizing that I didn't fulfill my call.
That's
Mhm.
good. That's good.
Mhm.
Thanks, Daniel. Awesome. Awesome. Again, it is Man to Man, the Candid Conversation Conference, and it takes place Saturday, August 8th, virtually. So you don't have to travel anywhere. You don't have to leave your house. You have a computer, internet, and that's all you need. So go ahead and register it. Just go here to candidconversations.com/register and make sure that you do it ASAP. Do it today, tonight, if you can. So, guys, we have another 3 minutes or so. What can you tell men that will push them over the edge to register? What should we tell men? Because we know that men have all types of excuses. Well, dog eat my homework, or I got to buy a large screen TV, or the wife wouldn't allow me. And we know that wives will want their husbands or boyfriends to go. So, what can you tell men that will get them uh, to register? I'll start with Scotty first, and then Daniel, and then I'll end with Garrett.
I would just say again, this is a great opportunity. These type of things don't come, across our plate every day, and so I would really encourage them to maximize this opportunity to hear from other men and the information that's going to be shared.
Okay, thanks, Scotty.
Mhm.
Daniel?
Uh, just Hey, every time I get together with men, it seems like I come out on a better end, and just we really just gotta humble ourselves, and like it says, iron sharpens iron, as or men get sharpened as iron sharpens iron.
Awesome.
Sharpen each other.
Great. Thank you, Daniel. Garrett, bring it home, buddy. Bring it home.
Mhm.
Like I mentioned, I think we'll make new friends. First and foremost, we'll make some great friends, maybe lifelong friends.
Mhm.
Um, Hopefully, we'll continue those relationships after the conference. And as they always say, when a group of men get together and pray together and be together, we know God's going to be present. If God's going to be present, I want to be there.
That's right.
That's
Jump
good.
on board, guys.
Awesome. Good, good, good. Well, thank you, guys. Any last comments that you want to say before we end?
Just thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, I thank you too. I know it's a big undertaking putting all of this together, but I think it's really going to be a great time for everybody that participates. So looking forward to it.
Awesome. Garrett, any last words?
No, just I pray that everybody, all the men out there, really consider joining this group. It's going to be, it can only be a blessing to you.
Good, good. Well, guys, thank you so very much. Much appreciated. I want to thank you for taking this half an hour. I want to thank you for registering. I want to thank you for taking a leap of faith, right? Because we don't know what it's going to be like, but we know that something is going to happen. So I want to thank you for taking that leap of faith, and also investing in yourself, because men, we sometimes, this is my biggest pet peeve, is that we tend to spend money on all types of frivolous things, think that we need them, but we really don't. It's about investing in ourselves to make us stronger, better men, husbands, boyfriends, friends. So that's what it's all about. So I want to thank you for investing in you. And next Saturday is going to be an awesome, awesome time. So again, thank you. And you guys, we will see you next Saturday. Look out for some information. Invite another man too. Make sure that you spread the word to other men. They still have some time to register, so invite another man. When you invite another man and they register and they give your name, you get some what we call cool points.
Mhm.
And cool points are they're accumulated, and depending on how many cool points that you get, then you can score some sweet swag, which is gifts. But each person that register, the swag boxes will start shipping on Monday, so you will get yours this coming week. So make sure that you share it. Okay, sign up for our Facebook page as well. So thank you guys. Hey, you have a great night, and we'll see you on the 9th. Well, is it on? Nope, the 8th. Sorry, on August 8th. Thanks again, guys.
Okay.
And again, this is we were just talking with Garrett, Scotty, and Daniel. They have registered and signed up. They have done their work in terms of registering, so they are ready. We welcome you. We welcome you to get involved, get on board, and register. Here it is. It's right there. Register today. Right there is your connection. So I want to thank you again. This is a great conversation. Sneak peek. Join the conversation part 3, and we will continue this conversation next Thursday as we move towards man-to-man, the Candid Conversation Conference. So until that time, have a great night, be healthy and safe, and may God continue to bless you and your family. Good night now. Until next